What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Lost Ark Friday Arkonomics. What's Arkonomics? We go over the market trends, we talk about them, pretend like I know what I'm talking about, we have a laugh or two. Ooh, little voice crack there. Excuse me, I'm a little spurgy today. Also, got a new drip for my Soulfist because of the new hair. Looking pretty fucking good if I do say so myself. This is the ideal waifu. Just saying. Anyways, enough of that. We're going to the cash shop. I've been playing too much Maple Story, too much Mushroom Game. We're going to the Lost Ark shop. And we're going to check out blue crystals. Looking like they're about 3k right now. Pretty cheap, all things considered. I mean, I guess a lot of people are swippity swiping. Well, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. A lot of people are swiping. We have some things to talk about. Oh, also, I guess I should mention, since today is Friday, the balance patch in Korea came out as well today. Or this morning, I should say. And the new class changes are... I mean, let's just go over engraving so you can kind of see. This happens every single time. Engraving prices go absolutely bonkers. If something gets changed, the prices go way up. So, as you can see, Raid Captain has spiked up significantly, as has Remaining Energy. Not a surprise there. Raid Captain, Remaining Energy. Deathblade got a pretty big buff. RE especially. Raid Captain, I'm not 100% sure why it spiked so much, but I'm gonna guess it probably has to do also with the fact that Deathblade can use it now, allegedly. I'm not 100% sure. I was just seeing some communication based on the fact that they can maybe use Raid Captain now with Maelstrom move speed buff or whatever, but we'll see. We'll see in due time, right? But basically, not a surprise. Engraving spike up when people FOMO. Taijutsu went up a little bit, but not as much. Kind of see. The rest of the stuff isn't too big, but the big increases is Remaining Energy and Raid Captain. I guess Predator went up a little bit too, which is weird, but is what it is, I guess. But that's enough on the engravings. I always find it interesting to see when balance updates come out on the Korea test server, seeing the real, the live tracking of prices going up here. Because it's like, I don't know, it's amusing to me. I'm easily amused, okay? And this is why I say people are swiping. Leapstones are at an all-time high. Radiant Leaps are at 150 right now. Red Cubes are at 64, which is about what they've been at. They haven't gone up much. They've held pretty steady around the 60s. Blue Cubes, obviously, chilling at 5. Blue Cubes are gonna be 5 forever, because you can trade the fucking, Protection Stones 5-1 into Refined Protection Stones, so if these are 1 gold, these will be 5 gold. Makes the most sense, yeah? And then obviously same deal with Obliteration Stones to Refined Obliterations. The 5-1 makes it so these prices are pretty closely intertwined. Leapstones usually have a good margin on them, but these are pretty much exactly the same now as well. Marvelous to Radiance, 5-1. Orejas are still pretty low, but that's mostly due to trade skill prices, as I always say. I still don't think fish is a bad investment vehicle long term, because as we've seen multiple times throughout this game's history, if you do the thing, and by the thing is... by doing the thing, what I mean is banning the bots go away, the fish go back up, the trade skill prices go back up. I typed in trade. I wanted to type in relic. As you can see, though, relic prices are incredibly cheap as well. Again, it's sort of... I don't know what the word I'm looking to use is here, but it's sort of like... they're all connected, man. At least fish and relics are. Because the two main uses of fish and relics are the same thing, which is crafting arehas. Things like meat have different uses, such as cooking, so meat doesn't really get lumped in with the others, and meat is typically more expensive anyways. Even though you can use meat to make orehas, it's just literally never worth it. So you can kind of see why this is sort of unlinked. And then flowers and shit, mushrooms and flowers are always completely different, because it's like, can't make arehas out of this stuff, and you can only make consumables with them. And I mean, yeah, that's really it. So these prices are kind of all about their own, how you say, lifestyle. And then obviously wood isn't linked to anything, or timber, if you will. I'm yelling timber. Timber is pretty expensive, though, all things considered, but I think it's because timber is, like, kind of slow to gather, and also not really worth gathering unless it's, like, really expensive. So I don't know. It's interesting to see. Logging is not bad, though, is what I will say to that. It's just kind of, like I said, slowish and maybe not the most return. But that's why the prices on arehas are still chilling. No surprise there. I do want to go over legendary skins again just to see the prices of these, because I haven't checked legendary skin prices since we last spoke. I can kind of see already, though, nothing has changed. Yeah, nothing has changed. Obviously, pieces are going to be cheaper for lower played classes, but if things are lower than like 100k gold, it's probably worth just outright buying them. Like, these are really cheap. Especially these 40k pieces. This shit is incredibly cheap. And it's kind of crazy to me that they're this cheap. Like, if I had a sharpshooter at all, I would just buy this to have it. I mean, why not? But it costs way more than this to make them, so the fact that they're selling for this low, again, doesn't really make the most amount of sense, but in due time, everything will make sense. Whether it be because prices will equalize out, or the excess supply that people made in the first month of Yaz's Jar being out will be gone. Last thing, as always, we're going to go over some legendary gems. I always like to check out the legendary gems to end it off, because why the heck not? 181k, 185k, I think that is a bit more than last time. And a damage gem for 410k, yeah, that's definitely a bit more than last week. Interesting to see. Because blue crystal prices are going down, which means people are swiping, but gem prices are going up. Interesting. Interesting. What does it mean? Who knows? I certainly don't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, leave a comment down below, all that algorithm stuff, appreciate it. And of course, one last look at the perfect waifu. This new hair looks so good, and especially this color. Oh, man. Alright, enough ogling the waifu. Shout out to all my YouTube members, of course. I'm having a bad brain day, so I don't remember everyone. I'm sorry. But thank you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.